Hey everybody, welcome back. We're about to start The Lake House, the second expansion for Alan Wake 2. No idea what this is going to be. Night Springs was weird and awesome. So let's see what's going on with The Lake House.
This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls. 1970s.
That's right. This is Estevez's story.
Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again.
Good old Cauldron
After
Lake.
the AWE in 2010,
They already know what it is. Why would
Yeah,
they
they
not shut
do.
it down?
and set up a facility.
How do you shut down a lake?
House.
You tell people you can't live there.
In Cauldron Lake. Find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work.
Good to know.
When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the lake house was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I just kept on driving.
So this is supposed to be what happens to her right before she meets up with Saga. If I'm understanding that correctly. Is this also supposed to be the same house Alan Wake stayed in the first one?
This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmonts.
The Mormons?
Marmonts.
So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
Addendum. Alright. ID card. Okay.
Agent Kieran Estevez, requesting entry. I don't have time for this.
Okay. What? Did the buttons change? I'm pressing X. Why is it not? Items.
It's requiring you to use the item.
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything? Radio me.
I was at the fence, so I was confused.
Gotcha.
The lake house was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
Okay, let's check out this van. Also, my only piece of feedback for the Alan Wake creators. Fix the visibility of being in the dark all the time with a foggy ass flashlight. I cannot see.
Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department.
lake house, so not a house. It's a government facility.
No one
Yeah,
wants
it's
to
the
check the
Federal
individual
Bureau's
carrying a
control facility,
firearm
Jess.
into a
Were you
restricted
not watching the
government
intro?
facility? No?
I was.
Yeah, you're not in the same house Alan Lake was vacationing in.
Well, you said maybe.
To be fair, I'm multitasking and I was not paying attention.
Hmm.
But I'll tell you that. You were watching. Shh. Those
Done.
activities are all what?
I wasn't done. Not allowed. The goal of this operation was to ascertain public knowledge and the opinion of the lake house and its operations. Summary. Following information was gained through covert listening and informal questioning. Wiretaps! The local public appeared to view this area around the lake house with fear. Of course, it isn't the intended reaction. Something, volcanic gases. Specific rumor. Run by mad scientist. Worst case outcome would be an increase in curiosity or even aggression. Action to be taken. Continue to monitor youth's chatter. Okay, I missed all of the overhead, but it's fine.
You couldn't understand it anyways.
No,
What you looking for?
I'm just looking for anything. Stickies, clues for some puzzle I'm gonna have to solve later. Like how many donuts? Why is there a donut circle? That's weird.
And they're cops.
But a whole circle of donuts?
Some
Also, why-
Some cops like
why-
donuts.
Does it look like they've all just disappeared? On-site observation team reports that the oldest house is still under active lockdown. Status of Director Trench, management team, and all other personnel inside the oldest house at the time of lockdown's initialization remains unknown. There's been fluctuations in the field. Currently being analyzed. Okay. But why is there shoes under the desk? Loot? Any loot? Okay, this looks important.
That's handy.
Yeah, it is.
An experiment. That bodes well.
Okay, let's see what's on the TV. Okay. Alright, before I go down the elevator of doom. Lake House Daily. Good news. HQ still dark. Pie was good. More pie for the rest of us. We have coffee. Deerfest this week. Bad news. HQ still dark.
Not an allergy.
Bad. No Ama beer. Artist is me. Someone stole the black whiteboard marker.
That's why we're writing in red.
Time is canceled. That's funny.
Deerfest this weekend.
Woohoo!
Everybody loves Deerfest.
I did. Can I go? Don't touch. Okay, stand up, no doodles. Okay. Snacks. No? Okay.
It's locked.
Nope. Okay. Can I find a key? That's from where I came. Alright, I'm gonna check out this office on the other side, and then I'll go down, yield elevator. Ooh, I didn't even look at those. Oh, experiment in progress.
Dr. Marmont's not here.
Alright, so let's
Nobody
look at
is.
notes. Please fill out the fields
I'll
below
check
before
downstairs.
delivering the form to security. Jules Marmont, head of research. Highest one. My old card went missing. Sassy. Oops, missed one. Through extensive testing, the subject has been confirmed to possess intrinsic paranatural ability that manifests exclusively during the act of painting. Paintings have featured scenes or events you had no knowledge of.
Head down.
Conclusion. Subject is suspected to be Class 2 para-utilitarian, though additional testing will be required to confirm this. His ability is not believed to be a direct threat to himself or others and can be controlled. Unlike the art created by Alan Wake, there's no evidence the subject's art directly manipulates reality.
So this is somebody else.
Yes, who paints things that then come to fruition.
Well, that's spooky.
Password. I didn't see anything about a password.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Science fact of the day. It might be 09-14-23. The most famous for acting, Hedy Lamarr, also invented in her free time. Cool.
Changing passwords, huh?
Reset daily. I recommend using a permanent set of digits as the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. Passwords are not to exceed 6 digits. Okay.
So it should not be 09, 14, 23.
But that does not mean she
Followed it?
followed that. Okay. 16?
4.
14?
Damn it.
You can try. You can try 09, 16. I don't know where you got 16, but your brain told you 16.
It's probably more like, okay, let's try backwards, like Wade.
Nope.
Okay. There's gotta be an indication of what.
Check the thing again.
Which thing?
That one.
This?
Yep.
The date thing?
Science data fact. Science fact. Systems age of 38.
Okay.
So 38's part of it.
Okay.
So I'm just looking for any other bold numbers.
Sure.
I'm just looking at
Corey's going to Luton.
bold. I'm just looking for bold numbers in the things. 38 for sure. Says 9/14/38.
You didn't do 09.
It's 6 digits. I thought it was 5. So today's date plus
That's not
the
right.
age. I tried. Okay. I've been bested. And I've looted.
We could go down. Oh, there's stuff over there.
Okay, go.
Alright, on the recommendation of the faculty, by the virtue of the authority vested in them, the trustee of Barrows University have conferred on Jules Francois Marmont. Very good. Is there a date on this? No.
July 18th.
July 18th plus 38. So 07/18/38 maybe?
Yeah.
Let's try that. I'm trying. Nice.
Uh-oh. That sounds bad.
Security reminders yesterday. Requested we return the pages. We aren't using them for work on the project. So does next one. Let's start at the bottom. Annual budget. Annual budget.
I don't hear you saying annual budget.
Annual budget. Drama. Okay, so that. Is this a security door over here?
Security.
Yes. It's green. Oh, so dramatic.
This should come in handy.
Yes, please. Okay. All right. Down we go. Oh, okay, there's more map. Let's start on the -1.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estivesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to...
Maybe we should go all the way down.
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Bad noises is our status. Oh my word. I don't like it.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now.
Oh. We're gonna get our face pulled off. Oh! Who the heck were those guys?
Belay that order.
Alan, Tom.
A threshold event had hit the lake house. Now,
Okay,
it
what?
was the
Painting,
Marmots' problem.
holding, page
Our
element
mission
research
was outside.
5. Okay. So those are the levels?
Yeah.
So we went to painting production.
I just
Where's the
was
fucking
gonna go in
elevator?
order. Oh, did it just... It did disappear. Awesome. But I don't know if it would have let us...
Can you go back? Can you go back to that?
Go back to
Standing
what?
around in the dark in your color.
The levels.
You're not smart?
Where it tells you what the levels are. I want a picture of it, so I can help you navigate of what each level is.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna take shelter mode. I wonder if it would have...
Painting
It
production.
probably would have stopped us here anyway, yeah?
Yeah, it probably would not have let you go down to 3 or whatever.
What the fuck was that?
There's something in here. You're not even gonna look through the room, you're just gonna go through the one door you saw?
No.
Go ahead.
I hear splooshing. I don't like it.
I hear sploosh too. Look man, I just played Alien, you can play this.
I know. Very pretty mess.
Why are you so zoomed in? Okay.
Because I was aiming.
Why?
Because I'm prepared.
But it limits your...
I
Field
actually
of
feel
view.
like I can see better because the light fills up the whole...
But then you don't see what's around you is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see on your left and right. That's just the problem with being zoomed in. That's That putting my hat on was a mistake and got me killed in Alien.
Was a mistake. I told you to take it off, but you didn't listen to me.
That was a cool hat.
Alright, well, here's a different door.
And this one's already open, so we might as well go through the open one, and then we'll open
Uh-huh.
up the other one on the other corner.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon.
What is she talking about?
I don't know.
Find a way to get the gun.
I'm guessing the gun through the door.
Yep. I'm also guessing that, but there might be loot behind you. On those countertops that you're walking past. Faces.
Make these things lighter.
Oh, shoot. Where am I supposed to take this?
Permanent light.
But I'm not. Can I put you down?
Press circle.
The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear. Bingo. That keycard's gonna get me to sub-level 5.
Huge shame. I have level 3 clearance.
In my office.
Um.
Weapon testing using black rock powder.
Teleportation powder? Let me look at.
Pick up the power core, align it.
With the receiving socket and insert it. That's it.
Well, where does the power core go?
That is a great question.
I didn't see any place for you to put it. But it may not be in this room.
Correct. Ugh, it's big dark.
It's not in this room. There's no putting it down in this room. Unless we were supposed to open that door first. Well, did you even try that door? Or just assumed
I was
it
trying
locked?
to try the door.
Were you?
Yes!
When
It
you
won't
o-
let me go through it with my arms full.
No, but did you open the door before your arms were full?
Will you leave me alone? What is that? Where's my...
That's the door, but you didn't turn the flashlight on. Is the door locked?
Can't open it from this side.
Okay. That's what I was assuming.
Okay, well, I'm gonna... I guess I can't carry that around with me because it will not let me set it down if I do. So let's go...
I think it goes in that back corner. Pretty sure this power will go in this back socket back here.
Yeah.
Well, confirm. Go look at it a little bit closer and confirm before you waste your time.
Yeah.
Okay, I was right. Good. You won't have your flashlight or your gun, so you'll just have to panic and run.
I will try. I don't think it's gonna let me run with the bucks.
No, I just meant you're gonna have to panic and be okay. But you got this. Well, we know where it goes. You got this.
I know I got this. Leave me alone. I don't like the sounds.
Flashlight.
At least the elevator's back.
We still didn't open up this door over here.
Oh, there's light coming under.
Go look at it then.
I mean, it's blocked by a wall, so.
I think the noises are supposed to creep you out. I don't think there's actually anything bad yet.
Safe spot!
And coffee.
And coffee. Everyone knows that agents and writers live off coffee. Alright, can I... Nope, we're not getting that kind of loot.
Does the map help? Can you click the map?
Okay, I don't have a brain palace, but I do have a map.
I meant the one on the table.
Light
yes.
shift.
I think you just light shifted over at the power core.
Yeah, that's fair because it did give me the
And there's-
elevator back.
Yeah, and there's a locked door with the
Security,
level 3 clearance and the gun.
which I need.
You do need.
So, container. Is a container gonna give me loot?
Maybe.
Okay, well that's a container to put loot in. I need the container.
Maybe.
Gives
That doesn't.
me
It's not a shoebox. That's an ammo box.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's find this other container.
Is there anything else in here before you go back out into the wilderness?
We'll start at the top. Lake House continues to make progress towards its goal. Various avenues of research are being pursued. Research into the nursery rhymes. So we did those in the game with all of the things. The tokens or whatever. The work to create a stable link between our reality and that of blank continues. Progress is good, with all teams reporting high confidence on a successful connection. They're focusing on the paintings. One new hypothesis states that Threshold's energies and thus its reality altering effects are drawn to pieces of art that contain significant levels of, quote, emotion.
Quote emotion?
Yeah, they put emotion in quotes. Immediate focus on developing devices capable of measuring levels of emotion in any given piece of art. For now, our research will continue to focus solely on the art produced by Subject P. Poor Subject P. And can I get into this computer? Yes, I can. Someone has taken a significant amount of black rock from sub-level 5. Misplaced pages. What the boss was looking for too. Nut allergies are serious. Don't eat nuts in the workplace. Pie day. From Rose's Diner. Lock computer before leaving, which this guy did not do. Okay.
How long has your doggo been outside?
This whole time. Push some buttons. See some buttons. Oh. What is that awful noise? What in the world?
It sounded like a metal grate opened up somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, it's playing a film?
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The Lake House has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I get the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Did you hear that, Dr. Marmont? While I'm here, I want to focus on the
Dr.
relationship
Darling.
between the Shadow and the AWE site on the lake. The theory that the Shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create alternate items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to develop to accurately classify the Shadow. I mean, that
We
name's
got
not
to
very
know.
specific. I mean, I came up with that. Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the Shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers.
Are you still in the same building?
Yes. Still on the same floor.
House, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron. Build a comparative data set.
Hedron.
I wish I citing non-invisible forces in I really can't this. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but at that maybe back. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So the shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great world.
It's a brave new
The
world,
Lake House's
people.
research went way beyond studying Cauldron Lake's threshold. Playing with paranatural forces. It never goes well, Saga. This is exactly why we lock up people like Wake.
Wake can't help it. You don't know what he's doing.
Dude's just a writer, bro. So you turn that on?
I think horrible noises. No, it's.
Sliding rooms and doors.
Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna
So
do
we
that
want
again.
that, yeah. Because that was the room you saw.
Yep.
Anything on the computer?
It was just mail
Okay.
complaining about there was information about Pi Day, nut allergies, and pages that have still.
The game just auto-saved, which is
If you
Dodge,
can
get into
understand,
the way.
I'm trying,
an
I'm
agent
trying.
of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you
Will
take
not.
no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile.
Okay, well here's the elevator,
I think you did good.
but
But
I feel like I didn't explore everything.
we did everything except for the one container in here. Do you want to?
But I need the security card, I thought, and the gun.
But you can't get into that room. It's locked.
No. Nope.
Using your flashlight didn't work on it?
Nope.
Fuck were those things?
Nope. We were supposed to go to level 5. But it said find a way to get the key card and the gun.
Yes, eventually.
Deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2's pretty big.
5 isn't even on the
You
map.
never really get used to the shit you see in this job. But
You can play
you can learn
some.
techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths. Then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Find the source, collapse the threshold. Find it and collapse it.
Now where am I?
You
I'm
have
following instructions. I'm holding.
Okay, well,
Okay.
What is that?
the painting is murmuring.
Page 2 was what? This is holding an observation. So that's the
That's
actual
where,
painting.
where they keep the crisis. Oh, this is it. This is the whole.
Painting.
If you can
talk to it.
understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned. So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation? What does that mean? Okay, hey!
Is that the
calm
artist?
down. You need
Tried to back up.
No. Bad news? That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Baby steps.
Do you want me to go back and try to get that thing and just avoid the critter?
Exploring the facility probably, to your point, means we need to find the key to get into the room.
We do.
Elsewhere. So go to 3.
That's what I thought.
Angry living paintings are not typically on the
I mean,
Cauldron
I
Lake
did
bingo
a lot of
card.
hard work there.
You sure did.
Something different.
I'd rather be
is
exploring an
happening
actual
at the lake
floor,
house.
but
Well,
And I
explore
couldn't
this
let it
floor.
escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty Sunday.
Sublevel 3.
Titan's a sweet boy outside.
You still okay?
I'm still anxious from Alien.
Yeah. This is probably not helping you then.
No, this is very stressful. This is very scary. I like it, but it is very scary. I'm not afraid to admit that. This is spooky. I feel good having a gun, but I thought about that in Alien too, and it didn't help.
Alien's a little worse though, because it's virtual
Diana and
reality.
Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
So he wrote what happened.
Okay. Words per sentence, 12. Co-heads, 1 word or 2. They've been a team.
That's what he just read.
Cool. Style, dialogue, clipped phrasing.
Can you turn on your flashlight? Are you... Okay, it's
I do. It's just
It goes dark on you.
Stood back
Oh.
it
from
does
the
go dark
canvas.
for him.
Yep.
He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food.
So Rudolph Lane,
A
huh?
man in a white coat
I
came
think
to
that's who the
steer Lane
painting
back
was.
to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep.